This is George from High Tech Legion. Today we're going to take a look at one of the new CPU coolers from NZXT, the Havik 120. NZXT, over the course of the last 8 months to a year, has gotten into the CPU cooler business, and they have produced some great results. The Havik 120 is their newest addition to the CPU cooling line. And taking a look at the box, as you can see, there's a very clear picture of it on the box. It is a dual 120mm fan CPU cooler in a push-pull configuration. And with that nice clear picture, you can see 4 8mm heat pipes, as well as a very interesting design on the aluminum fins on the tower. You get just a couple of little blurbs about it: easy installation, 4 8mm heat pipes, 22 dBA quiet fan, and dual 120mm fans. The back of the box shows off the NZXT Havik 120's features a little bit more clearly with some actual pictures. You see the rubber mounting brackets that are used for the fans. These are actually quite unique and aid quite a bit in vibration dampening. They will not transfer any noise from the fan to the CPU tower, cooling tower itself. You see the revamped 120mm fans, each featuring 13 blades. Fan speeds up to 1300 RPM at only 22 dBA, so it's going to be a very quiet cooler. Each of the fans at 1300 RPM is going to be able to produce 75.8 CFM. Universal mounting bracket, compatible with AMD and Intel. Aerodynamic fin design for better airflow. That's going to allow more air to pass over the heat pipes, therefore generating better cooling. And pure copper base with 4 8mm heat pipes running through it. Get a small specification chart of materials, dimensions, weight, etc. Over on the side of the box we have a complete compatibility chart. It's going to show all of your compatible CPUs and sockets: Intel socket LGA 2011, the 1155, 1156, 775, and 1366, AMD socket FM1, AM3, AM2 Plus, AM2, and of course AM3 Plus is not, which is not listed, but it is compatible as it is the same as the AM3. Below that, you've got some very nice line drawings of the unit itself with every conceivable dimension. If you do have any space concerns, your answer is going to lie right there on the side as to whether or not this unit's going to fit cleanly. Over on the other side of the box, we get a really nice look at the Havik 120 itself from a side view. You can really see the interesting fin pattern, which has 3 entirely separate groups of fins, all being completely different. Well, I should say the two sides are the same, but the center is completely different than the two sides. Also, of course, you can see the 2-fan configuration. Also have a clean look at those rubber mounting brackets for the fans. Taking a look at the Havik 120 itself. First thing, let's take a quick look at the fans. 120mm fan, a little bit of a non-standard casing on the fan to give it a little bit more depth. Also, you can see there's definitely over-provisioning on the blades themselves. You've got quite a few blades here, 13 blades, which is definitely up from standard. And this is also a very weighty fan. Definitely meaty and good feeling fan. Obviously, 2 of them. Dual fan push-pull configuration. Moving on to the tower. Very interesting piece. From the front, it looks pretty standard. You've got your aluminum fin array, obviously. 4 heat pipes poking through the top. Absolutely asymmetrical. Down the bottom, you see 4 heat pipes, all nickel-plated, going through a copper nickel-plated base. Good milling on the base. Not the best I've seen. It is not a mirror finish base by any stretch of the imagination, but it's got a nice mill to it. Tiny bit of graininess to it, as you can see here. It's really over on the side where you're going to see a little bit of a difference. Taking a look, the fins actually do not go all the way through. The fins meet in the middle and are joined and form pockets in the middle. This is going to allow for a larger airflow space, a lot less resistance in the center of the cooling tower. That's going to result in better airflow between the fans. It's going to get more air over your heat pipes at a lower speed, allowing for better cooling while remaining quieter. Very interesting piece of technology there. Of course, NZXT, stamped right up top, and something I've never seen before. The unit itself is individually serial numbered. Now, I can tell you this is a very nice feeling cooling tower. Very sturdy. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's obviously a Sigmatech OEM, and that is not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. Sigmatech builds very, very durable, very, very functional cooling towers, and this is absolutely no exception. Very, very nice weight to it, and as you can see also down the bottom, you've got a really big base down the bottom. Taking a look at the accessories and included hardware for the Havik 120. First off, we're going to find the installation manual. You know, I've had a lot of problems with installation manuals. You can't see, you can't read. This is as large and cleanly laid out as you're going to find. Also, flipping it over, multiple languages, but I mean, it's nice, it's big. The pictures are easy to follow. Instructions are very easy to follow. You just don't get a more complete manual than what they've included with the Havik 120. Taking a look at the installation hardware itself. First, you're going to find a common bag of all of your bolts for the retention bracket. Next, you're going to find back plate, clearly marked, this side for Intel and the side for AMD. It's actually a nice touch if you've ever sat there trying to flip the thing around while you're trying to mount it, or mounted a back plate backwards. It's a really nice touch to have it actually marked. Got two Y adapters, one full speed, one low noise. Probably the best part of this, the fan clips are rubber. Very, very easy to work with. Some people do knock them. Personally, I think they're fantastic. I think it's a very innovative idea. Tiny little tube of NZXT thermal paste. You've got your mounting brackets for AMD, Intel, and a separate kit for LGA 2011. We're seeing this a lot these days. It's nice to see it included rather than having to request it from the company. The LGA 2011 does need a couple of different parts than the standard Intel install. And of course, crossbar. As we said, this is a Sigmatech OEM, so it does use what is pretty much a Sigmatech mounting kit, and doesn't stray far, you know, from what we've seen from them before. Great mounting kit. It's very, very easy to install. The NZXT Havik 120 we find is a really complete, very nice looking kit. We also see some definite innovation going on here. The aluminum fins in the cooling tower, the way they meet in the middle for advanced airflow, is a very nice touch. Nice meaty fans with 13 fins on each one for more airflow and keeping it quiet. Another nice innovation we see is the rubber fan clips. Very easy to work with, and they're also going to be great in keeping any noise and vibration getting from the fan to the cooling tower itself. Going to keep your noise down as well as give you just a nice solid feeling to it. Great mounting kit, and even LGA 2011 kit comes complete. So I have to say the Havik 120 is a really nice looking kit. The cooler itself is great looking, and it comes absolutely complete.